Nothing contained in this podcast should be considered a substitute for professional medical advice. This content does not represent our respective employers and is purely the opinion of the podcast hosts. We are not your personal medical providers. Sorry, friends. So, if you have concerns or are seeking a diagnosis or treatment, please seek individual advice from a healthcare provider in your area. We are not liable for any risks associated with acting upon the information contained in this podcast. This is intended for educational and entertainment purposes only, so enjoy the ride.
Please drink responsibly and in moderation. Before drinking, please be sure to be of the legal drinking age for your country. We do not encourage the misuse of alcohol. Hey, welcome back to Medical Media Mixer. I'm Tara, your co-host, and today we're doing something a little different. No cocktail, no pop culture pairing, no deep dive rabbit hole. Well, maybe a little bit. This is The Shot, a quick hit on a medical news story that's been making rounds and honestly too important to wait for a full episode. I'm going to give you the facts, break down what it actually means for you, and get you out of here in under 10 minutes because your time matters and this story is worth knowing. So let's get into it. Here's what you need to know about the Cyclospora outbreak that's exploded, pun very much intended, across the country this summer. Cyclosporiasis has been trending upward in the U.S. for over a decade. CDC surveillance shows reported cases climbing from 130 a year back in 2012 to well over 1,000 in recent seasons, spread across 24 plus states. It's an annual, predictable summer story. Peak season runs May through August, and the vast majority of domestically acquired cases land right in that window. This year is a little different. As of yesterday, July 10th, CDC's official surveillance count is up to 843 confirmed domestic cases across 32 states, with more than 1,500 additional cases still being reviewed to confirm that they're domestically acquired. And CDC numbers always lag behind what states are actually reporting in real time. Media tallies pulling directly from state health departments now put the total north of 3,100 cases across 31 states. This is cyclosporiasis, an intestinal infection caused by the microscopic parasite Cyclospora cyantinus. And this year, it's having a moment nobody wanted. So if there was one state that's driving this surge, it's Michigan. Michigan typically sees maybe 40 to 50 cases of Cyclospora in an entire year. As of today, they've reported over 1,500 cases since the end of June. That's not a slight uptick. That's roughly 25 times their normal annual average in a matter of weeks. Most of it is concentrated in southeast Michigan. Monroe, Lenawee, Washtenaw, Wayne, Shiawassee, Jackson, Oakland, and Livingston counties. New York, Ohio, Illinois, and North Carolina are also seeing significant case counts. And here's the part that matters clinically. As of right now, the CDC and FDA say they do not have evidence linking this to one single confirmed multi-state source. No recall has been issued. Investigators suspect contaminated fresh produce. Historically, Cyclospora outbreaks have been traced back to things like lettuce, basil, cilantro, snow peas, and raspberries, but nothing has been confirmed yet. So how do you actually get it? Quick refresher, because this trips people up. Cyclospora is not spread person to person. You get it from ingesting contaminated food or water. The oocysts have to sit in an environment for 1 to 2 weeks after being shed before they're even capable of infecting anyone. So this isn't a typical stomach bug that you catch from your sick coworker. It's a foodborne illness, plain and simple. That means regular chlorinated water washing of your produce at home doesn't reliably kill it. Not exactly reassuring, but important to know. So what does it actually feel like? If somebody comes in, the clinical picture is typically watery diarrhea and essentially everyone affected. A median of 6 stools a day, sometimes up to 48. It's rarely bloody. Loss of appetite and fatigue each show up in about 90% of cases. Most people lose real weight, a median of about 8 pounds. Bloating, cramping, nausea, and low-grade fever are all common as well. The hallmark that should raise your suspicion, it waxes and wanes. People feel better for a few days, then relapse again, over and over a median illness course of 2 weeks or more if untreated, sometimes stretching to 2 months. Incubation is about a week, ranging from 2 to 14 days. In immunocompromised patients, this can drag on for months. So the clinical pearls. Here's the one thing that every provider listening needs to hear, straight from IDSA's infectious diarrhea guidelines. and confirmed in the Lancet Cyclosporiasis review. Routine stool, ova, and parasites does not include Cyclospora. It has to be specifically requested. Your options are a modified acid-fast stain on a concentrated stool, or with sensitivity and specificity approaching 100%, a Cyclospora-specific PCR or NAAT panel. Some multiplex GI panels include it and some don't, so please confirm with your lab. And because shedding is intermittent, collecting stool samples every 2 to 3 days over more than a week gives you a much better shot at actually catching it. There's no serologic test available for this one. So if a patient walks in with prolonged waxing and waiting, watery diarrhea at this time of year, and their standard workup came back clean, this needs to be on your differential. So treatment. First line per CDC and IDSA is Bactrim. Long name, trimethoprim sulfamethoxazole, which is a double-strength tablet twice a day for 7 days. That's used for immunocompetent adults. For sulfa-intolerant patients, ciprofloxacin 500 twice a day for 7 days is an alternative, but it is documented to be less effective. In immunocompromised patients, so patients with transplants, HIV, they call for a longer initial course, 4 times daily for 10 days, followed by secondary prophylaxis 3 times a week because the recurrence rates are high without it. No vaccines exist. Supportive hydration matters throughout, and standard chlorinated water washing does not reliably kill these oocysts. So cooking produce when possible is your best defense right now. So that's your shot for today. Cyclosporiasis cases have surged past 3,000 nationwide, with Michigan at the center of an outbreak running roughly 25 times its normal yearly case count. No confirmed source yet, no recall, just a foodborne parasite having a very unusual summer and a clinical picture that's easy to miss if you're not specifically testing for it. And we are not done with parasites. Episode 82 drops on July 27th, where we're covering a whole bunch more fun GI parasites. Come and see how we pull that into a fun movie with an exorcism twist. I'm Tara. This has been The Shot, and I'll see you again on Monday.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Medical Media Mixer podcast. If you enjoyed the conversation, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review us on your favorite podcast platform. Your support helps others find the show. Want to keep the conversation going? Follow us on social media. We're at Medical Media Mixer Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and on Pinterest, the Medical Media Mixer board.
If you'd like to support the show and help us grow, check us out on Patreon. Patreon.com/Medical Media Mixer Podcast. And on Buy Me a Coffee, buymeacoffee.com/Medical Media Mixer Podcast. If you have a topic idea, feedback, or just want to say hi, send us an email at medicalmediamixer@gmail.com. You can also stream all of our episodes and find more info on our website, medicalmediamixer.podbean.com. We're available on all major podcast platforms, so no matter where you listen, we're there. Thanks again for listening, and until next time, keep mixing medicine and media.